Hello, everyone, and welcome to Navigate Autism's Traveling Podtips. I'm Jane Lynn Britton from Navigate Autism, and today I'm watching the sunrise with my dog. It's so peaceful and so beautiful. Lately, we've just been having these bright red and pink skies, and it's just so wonderful to be able to sit out and watch that because things have been so hectic lately. And that's actually why I wanted today to talk about overwhelm. That is a topic that I think resonates so much with us parents of children with autism. And first I want to say that I've met many, many parents from all over the world, and I think we are the strongest people and the most capable people. It truly is amazing, all the things that we're able to juggle and manage with our kids. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't go without overwhelm and being stressed. So how do we handle that? I was just talking to another mom yesterday, and we were talking about food, nutrition, and diets. And before long, our heads were just spinning with all this information, and we quickly felt that overwhelm that I'm talking about. And it reminded me of something that is so helpful that I've been using with William most of his life, and especially since we were homeschooling him, which is just when that happens, just stop your mind, stop what you're doing, and break it down into small pieces. Just make it simple, because first of all, we can only control what we can control. But secondly, there's no rush. We want things right now. We want success, accomplishment, our kids to be independent or recover or to have better digestion, be healthy, lose weight, whatever it is, we want it now. And that's normal. But it's better for us if we can just realize this is a process that's going to take a little bit of time, and let's break it down into pieces and just focus on what we can control. What's the first step? So we were talking about diet, like I said, and we were thinking about shifting to a new diet. Well, there's a lot of fear that goes into that, and a lot of uncertainty, a lot of overwhelm, a lot of information, a lot of new food, not knowing how it's going to affect our children, et cetera, et cetera. And so we decided let's just break it down one step at a time by looking at one food item we may want to change. And instead of going cold turkey, like I did when we went gluten-free, casein-free, and it was the hardest thing we ever had to do. I literally walked into a store, a wonderful little natural food store. Lady, the owner, was so nice. And I said, I don't know what gluten-free is. This was way back in the early 2000s. And she just walked me around and put things in my shopping cart. Like, that's how overwhelmed I was. So instead of going that route, just to say, okay, let's do, for instance, my son loves chicken nuggets. Let's go from regular to gluten-free chicken nuggets. Let's just do one thing and see how that works. Really observe, does it make a difference? Does he like it? Do I need to get him excited to eat it because this is a new thing for him? And then after a few weeks, let's look to see maybe we want to make one more change. But what I've learned is if we focus on one thing for a period of time, and I like 2 weeks. It doesn't have to be 2 weeks. It can be 1 week. It can be 3 weeks. But giving ourselves that freedom to know that I don't have to do it all right now. I'm just going to focus on one thing and get really good at that one thing, get my son on board with one thing. Then we're both ready for whatever comes next. Also, if we are doing something like food changes, it gives us a chance to see, is there an effect, whether it's an effect on their digestion, an effect on their behavior, whatever it could be. So we've done that in so many ways, whether it's food and nutrition or exercise or taking away electronics or giving an alternative to electronics, to starting to build friendships, to starting to ask him to do more things in order to be independent, etc. Whatever it is, we just change one thing in his life and in our life. And we find when we do that, we can really manage that overwhelm to a point where it's not overwhelming. And we all feel more balanced and happy. I hope that's been useful for you. Like I said, we are amazing parents, always doing so much for our kids. And actually that slow and steady focus and pace will get us farther quicker than when we try to do too much and end up in this place of overwhelm. Take care. I'll look forward to talking to you again on our next traveling pod tip.